G'day guys, what's cracking? 2Aussie here again. So, we've been doing a lot of burgers and chicken and all sorts lately. So I thought today, it's about time we got ourselves some fish and chips. And I'll tell you folks, I'm getting a bit over burgers and chicken and whatnot. But fish and chips is on the menu today. And we'll be going to none other than Falls Takeaway in Wentworth Falls, Blue Mountains. So we're doing a local takeaway joint. And I don't think I've actually even ever been to this place before, and it isn't all that far away from me. So folks, I reckon we'll head in, see what's doing, see how the prices are, of course. Shouldn't be too horrendous, I reckon. So we'll get some fish and chips, and I feel like a fish cake, but I'll circle back to you on that one. So folks, I'm going to head into Falls Takeaway, grab the goods, and I'll see you soon. Let's get it. Righto, let's get jiggy with it. We've got the goods. Fish and chips, and I did go with a fish cake. It has been a hot minute since I've had one. I do love me fish cakes, especially with chips. Now I haven't looked in there. So let's check it out. Falls Takeaway, fish and chips. Oh yeah, baby. That looks like a decent sized piece of fish. I do like that. Does look the goods. And we've got some lemon, which is a good thing. Now, they didn't ask me if I wanted salt, and it looks like that is actually salt. Let's test it out. Gotta have a chip. I can see it's salt on the fish cake there. Gotta have a chip. Can't say that's the best chip I've ever had. I can't lie. Let's try another one. Bit on the soggy side, really. Not very crisp. Not crisp at all, really. So, also, there was a fish and chip combo, which is what I got. Let's just minus the fish cake for now. 16.50 for the fish and chips, and with a combo, got a little big Beveragino actually. We've had this one before. Monster Ultra Gold. Now, please know, it came with a 600ml drink. I asked, what if you wanted one of these, you know, an energy drink, big one? 50% more. So, all up, $17 for the combo. And the fish cake, $3.50. And you know what? I reckon I've got to wrap my laughing gear around this one. Love me fish cakes. Hopefully this will be a doozy. It smells alright. Is cooked to perfection. It does have salt on it. I would have rather chicken salt. Nobody asked me. I didn't think to ask. Probably partly my bad. They were a bit busy. So salt's good though. It's cool. How's that for a chip? So let's try a bit of this fish. Oh man. To show you what it looks like. We didn't actually see that side. Very battery on that side, but it doesn't look too bad. Actually, it looks, I can see through the batter. It looks like there's no fish in there. So all that's got no fish, that bit. It's all in there. But looks pretty chunky on that side. Oh. I don't know if you heard that. As soon as I squeezed that, I heard like the oil. Oh man. Anyway, it's fallen apart. That's probably a good thing. It is a bit greasy, but you get that with fish and chips, I guess. Let's see how it is. Pleasantly surprised. Actually is pretty good piece of fish. Of course it's greasy, they're always greasy. But that tastes pretty good even without lemon or anything on it. Nice crunch factor. Again, just like the fish cake, cooked to perfection. Let's have another piece. Look at that. You'll love to see it. Beautiful piece of fish. Total winner, that piece. Love it. Here's the goods. Gotta have a chip. Now, I know a lot of you folks out there, you like your tartare sauce. I'm quite happy not to have it, but gotta have your lemon. That's a given. Gotta have your lemon. So let's whack some lemon on. Not that it needs it too much. I'll just put a little smidge on. See how that goes down. I reckon that's going to go down a treat. Well, that's a nice chunky piece too. Well, yeah, baby. Look at that. A husky here of fish. Wunderbar. But let's try this guy. Not so amazing with the lemon, but it's still pretty decent. The fish cake is cooked well, same as the fish. Chips are a little bit of a letdown, but not everything can be perfect, can it? So old school fish and chips and good old fish cake, one of my favourite takeaway items. Just reminds me of when I was a young whippersnapper off to the local takeaway, grabbing stuff like this. Totally on point. Now we all know in these troubled times things have jacked up enormously price wise, and some things have shrunk and gone up. Having said that, let me say this, all up with the drink and the fish cake, $20.50. It's a little bit up there, I reckon, but it ain't outrageous. So for that reason, I'm going to give it 3.25 stars out of 5 for value, and for taste, everything was pretty good. Chips, average. Fish, look at that. Ain't it a beauty? Bloody ripper piece of fish. And I'm going to give this meal, we don't have to try the drink, I've had it before, but we will get onto it shortly. If the chips had been a bit more up to scratch, it would have got a much better score, but I'm going to give the food itself a 4.25 stars out of 5. It's pretty decent for a local takeaway, which is nowhere near the sea. So pretty decent food, and I'm glad I popped in today and checked them out. Loving that fish. So today's beveragino is Monster Ultra Gold. Like I said, those of you who know will know. I've tried this one out before. We've given it a road test. And I actually quite like this one, even though it was 0 sugar. Let's see how it goes for me this time, because it has been a while since we had it. Crack it open and give it a red hot swig. And I think it is a goldy colour too. Not a pea colour, more of a this sort of colour. Unless your pea is very dark. Chin chin. Beauty, mate. That's tops that one. You like your energy drinks? Well worth a try. Could have got a Coke or a Fanta or something like that in a 600ml and save 50 cents, but you know what? I'd rather spend another 50 and get this. Total winner. I'm actually going to give this an It's Lit. I'm loving it. I'm giving it 5 stars out of 5 for taste. Phantasmagorical. So folks, oh, it's getting a bit messy here, a bit of salt. So folks, not sure about whether I'll polish off the rest of those chips, but definitely going to eat this fish, that's for sure. So it's time for me to vamoose. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, you can never be too Aussie. Hooroo. Stay fresh.